Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play Pokemon Soul Silver. This is episode number 26, and today we are going to be going through the Dragon's Den, along with battling the Kimono girls, which is something I thought we would get to do a lot earlier, because in Pokemon Silver and Gold, we get to do that a lot sooner in the game, but in this game, it makes you wait until after you've beaten all the gym battles to go and do that, and then yeah, you'll see it actually is going to lead us right into the video for next week, or for Thursday, and what I'm guessing will be Tuesday of next week. And then we'll start making our way towards the Elite Four, I guess will be the plan forward here. But we have to go to the Dragon's Den after we beat Claire, because she just says, oh, even though you beat me, you don't deserve the gym badge, which is ridiculous. Whitney did it to us, but at least we didn't have to go to another location with Whitney. But I am going to show this first fight. There's a couple more battles that go on in here, and then I'm going to cut it. I would imagine after this week's episode, you're going to notice a big level gap between my Pokemon from where you last saw them to where you'll see them moving forward, because we are going to have to do a lot of grinding, and I'm imagining a lot of that is going to happen off screen. We may even get a sixth Pokemon. If we do that, I will be recording everything, so it might just be like a quick, oh, here's the Pokemon we got, and then, you know, jump to several levels later. But yeah, we still have room for a 6th team member. Right now it's just the Red Gyarados, because I needed somebody who knew, not Waterfall, but what's the other one? Whirlpool. So, yeah, we will be replacing that eventually. This guy here, he asks us a couple of questions. If you answer them all correctly, you'll get a free Dratini, and I believe it does have a good chance to be shiny, if I recall. I'm not sure if that's 100% positive, but I thought it was. You can get a pink Dratini from this guy. In this case, do I really want one? It doesn't really meet... I want one, don't get me wrong. It's a really powerful Pokemon when it's fully leveled up. But, in all honesty, I don't want any Gen 1 Pokemon on this team. The Red Gyarados is fine because we're not really using him in battle. You know, we kind of use him as a backup here and there, but we're not really seriously using him as a competitor. We're not leveling him up or anything like that, so I don't really have any concerns there. What really gets me outside of not wanting to use a Gen 1 Pokemon is the fact that we used a Dragonite on our Let's Go Eevee team. So I kind of... did we? We used a Dragonite pretty recently. I forget what Let's Play we used it in, but we used a Dragonite pretty recently, and I really don't want to use a Dragonite again for that purpose. I can't remember if we used one on the Let's Go Eevee team. I have memories that say that we did, but I also don't feel like we did. Maybe we did it in Scarlet and Violet. That seems a lot more likely to me. But regardless, yep, there we go. We got our badge, and now he's talking about Lugia here, which obviously is going to be the legendary Pokemon we pick up in this game. The box art legendary, of course, which kind of stinks because I already have a water type, and I believe Lugia actually might be Flying Psychic. I think that's one of the ones that I always think it's a water type because it looks like a water type Pokemon and is almost treated as one, but regardless, after we leave there, we get prompted by the professor to go and talk to him. We get a phone call that we can't skip. So let's go talk to the professor and see what he wanted. And of course, here comes the female player, and she's just like, wow, you already got all the badges. Good for you, Average Joe. Let's go talk to the professor. And we're like, what's up, professor? You called me here. He's like, you're doing good. I'll give you this, a Master Ball, which is nice. It's kind of Average Joe tradition to accidentally kill the box art legendary. I think I've done it in like almost every single Pokemon game we played on this channel. So don't be surprised if I accidentally kill Lugia versus using the Master Ball, which would be just a throw and catch, but it's happened before. Yeah, I really wish there was a way to get like Houndoom or even Tyranitar prior to the Elite Four, but I really don't think there is. And that kind of sucks. It's kind of bugging me. because either of them would be a great fit for the team at this point in time. I think Houndoom would be the best addition. If it is possible, somebody drop it down in the comments below, but I really don't think it is possible. But now we get to go. I'm going to heal up real quick before we do this, because I have a feeling this is actually going to be tougher than I'm thinking it's going to be. The Kimono girls will have all of the evolutions, if my memory serves me correctly. But Umbreon is always the most tanky of the evolutions, which also brings to mind we don't really have a good answer for the dark type. Let's see, what types are strong against dark? Is fighting strong against dark? That sounds right. Bug and fighting type Pokemon. Fairy also, but Fairy's not a thing in this generation, so that would have been good to know. We could have used Heracross. That is good to know for the Elite Four as well, because I do believe there'll be some Dark-type Pokemon there that we'll have to deal with, so it'll be nice to know that we can throw Heracross at the problem and get some of that solved. Heracross is nice because it's the dual bug fighting, so it is going to be the ultimate person to deal with all of our Dark-type Pokemon, as long as there's not a Dark Fire-type. Cough, cough, there's a major one. It's the one that I want, but it's the one that I remember being on the Elite Four. I'll leave it at that. But here we go. We're going to deal with the Kimono girls now. This is going to take up a good chunk of time in the episode, especially because they're starting out with Umbreon. Oh my goodness. I have my Umbreon in position 1 as well. I want to get all my Pokemon close to, like, level 45 by the end of this week. That sounds like it's a pretty big stretch, but I honestly don't think it is. I think there's a lot of, like, late game spots that we could really grind, and there's a lot of trainers that I've skipped over that we could start taking advantage of. And if we get them right around level 45 by the end of the week, I feel like we'll be in good shape, because I think the Elite Four, everybody there is, I think maybe the max cap might be like level 60, something like that. So 45 is still 15 levels underneath that, but our teams are obviously a little bit more diverse and dynamic than their teams. And so even if we could get everybody to like level 50, I think we'll stand a good chance. But 45 pre, like the Glory Road, or whatever, Victory Road, and all the trainers there and everything, I feel like we'd be in the right direction. And being as it's not a Nuzlocke, I don't feel bad about using any revives or hyper potions or things like that within battle, which also saves me the headache there. But you know what does suck here is seeing that their Umbreon is only, what, a few levels higher than mine, and it actually has like really good useful moves compared to my Umbreon, who apparently can't learn like a single useful move. I get it, he's a tank and he holds up well, but he's just not the cup of tea. And I decided to go with Zapperman here because I didn't know Bug or Fighting was strong against Dark. Otherwise we would have went with Heracross, but that's alright. We'll continue to pound through it. I'm sure Zapperman will do an okay amount of damage. And the paralysis is always a nice plus, honestly. Except for the fact that it causes me paralysis. That kind of blows. Confuse Ray, are you kidding? I get so sick of these Pokemon using Confuse Ray, because anytime that it happens anymore, it's a stall. Because I'm willing to heal. Like, if it's the confusion that's doing the damage, I'm probably going to heal, because that's pretty garbage. Yeah, it hurts itself in its own... It's so annoying. It's just such a trolly move. It's like putting the Pokemon to sleep without having a Dream Eater. Like, at least with Dream Eater, it's like I understand why you're doing it, because your whole attack kind of bases on that, but it's not fair, man. It's not fair. Have I used it before to cheat my way out of some of the stuff? Yeah, of course I have, but I never like doing it. Here we go, Thunder Punch, let's knock him out. Let's end it. Umbreon is done. But you don't get any time to heal in between these battles, which is what makes him a little tricky. So we are going to have to beat all of the evolutions at level 38, all back to back to back. So might as well just be one big long team of 5 evolutions here. So we can't change. We automatically start with the first Pokemon in our party. It actually might have been better to have one person with all 5 evolutions. But now Espeon's coming out. Espeon is more of a glass cannon than Umbreon was, so I actually feel pretty good here. Psychic is going to do a fair bit. Yeah, that was a lot more than I thought, but here's the deal here. We'll be able to do a good chunk of damage on our own too, and I think it's going to try and go for like Swift or something like that because it knows we're in knockout range, so it's just whatever, saying a percentage chance for any of the moves. There's a good chance it might go for Psychic again, but I think it's going to go for like a quick attack or something, so we might as well heal here and take our chances, I guess. Yeah, it went for Swift. Excellent. That's kind of what I was hoping for. And now we could Thunder Punch because we know it's not going to be able to knock us out even with Psychic. As long as we don't flinch due to our paralysis, we're fine here. Oh, a critical hit. Never mind. I overspoke. Let's get good old Tomahawk out there and use a Ghost type move. Shadow Ball should be enough to knock out Espeon. If it's not, I'm going to be pretty disappointed here. Like, that seems like it should be on the nose. And it was. That's good. Of course, we got our EXP share on VW Bug, because VW Bug honestly needs it more than any other Pokemon at this point in time. And I'm sick of leading battles with him. I'm just kind of sick of seeing VW Bug follow me around on the screen. And his move pool is kind of... It's not garbage, but it's not all that great either. At least at this point in the game, I haven't been, like, overly impressed. Flareon coming out. Let's try and go Shadow Ball here. I feel like whatever it's going to hit me with, it's going to be pretty devastating. Yeah, Fire Blast. That's definitely a one-hit KO on Tomahawk. I'm calling it. Yep, as expected. Luckily, Gator's going to make quick work here. So let's get him out there. Come on, Gator. Just hit him with the Surf, Gator. That should be a KO. If it's not, I have questions. Okay, it is. Good. I was gonna say. Come on now. VW Bug leveled up to level 36. Good job, VW Bug. Man, it's amazing all these Pokemon get more use than Gator. It's funny, like, we went through the Dragon's Den and we're, like, fighting through with all the other Pokemon when I was doing this, and it's like... Or I could have just used Gator, who has Avalanche. Like, I keep forgetting that he has good Ice-type moves. And I feel like it comes back to hurt me. Here's Jolteon. So Jolteon's going to be speedy. But outside of that, it's not going to have a lot of stuff that it can use. What I'm going to try to do, because Jolteon's going to try and set up here, which is going to be dicey, because if it sets up correctly, it has a chance to wreck the entirety of our team. But I really want Zapperman in good health, because the next Pokemon that's going to come out after Jolteon is going to be Vaporeon, and without Zapperman, we might be in some sort of trouble there. But I also want, I want Umbreon there as a backup. Because Umbreon is tanky enough that we should be able to get through anything that's thrown at it through Umbreon. But it is setting up actually really well. Jolteon is, which is alarming. Yeah, Double Team's one of those moves that, like, even if we switch another Pokemon in, Jolteon's already set up. Like, it's going to be really hard to hit with any sort of attack. I don't think it's worth any setup after this. I think even that is going to pose a threat. Like, it's already had a good chance to set up. We're going to be missing moves left and right, and it's going to start hitting aggressively with Thunderbolt if it knows it. That would be my guess. Brick Break, can we land it? Something tells me we can't. And we have Paralysis on VW Bug, which is never good. But I don't want it to continue to be able to set up stuff. Oh man, it keeps going for Double Team. This is bad. This is how you lose this fight. Is like, it gets so set up that like you just continuously miss attacks. Like, that's very possible to happen here. I mean, I'm not landing. That's 3 for 3. Out on every single one. It's gonna hit with Thunderbolt, which actually did a good chunk. How is Rock Smash looking? Not that great. Defenses fall, which is nice, but like the odds of us hitting again here are really low. Yeah. Yeah, I think the best move here is going to be to give a super potion to VW Bug. Just to see if he could pull through, because I have a feeling once again it's going to try and hit us with something, anything in its move pool, but it might not use Thunderbolt again, because it sees that like almost anything can damage us to death. Okay, last resort. How is that? That's a good chunk. Hopefully we could at least get like 1 or 2 more hits off, though. 1 more hit off would be nice. Let's just go for it. I don't think we got it. I think that's a KO. Yep. Okay. Umbreon is tanky enough. Let's send it out there. Shadow, come on, get some bites in. We're not even outspeeding, and we're probably going to get paralysis here. Yeah, we're missing attacks. This could be really bad. Not could be, it's turning out really bad. Oh, a critical hit. Oh, okay, we knocked it. Thank God. I think we could have lost there. I think it's very possible. I think RNG logic just helped us out beyond belief. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you did like this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff is greatly appreciated by myself. I know I definitely take the time to go and try and comment on every single comment that is thrown out there on the videos. And all that stuff for you on your end is free and easy to do, and it greatly motivates myself to make videos just like this now and in the near future. On Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, until we beat the game, we will be playing Kingdom Hearts 2. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and check it out. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, of course, we'll be playing this game here, Pokemon Soul Silver, until we wrap it up. I think we actually have a good chunk of this game left to do. I mean, we definitely have to go do the Lugia stuff. We have to go do some of the Suicune stuff, I believe. We have the Elite Four. We have all 8 of the Kanto gym leaders. We have a Rocket plot line. We have maybe some post-game going on in Kanto, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff, so there's definitely still a lot of life left in this Let's Play. We're at episode 26. I wouldn't doubt it if we make it to like the 40 episodes or something along there. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you all here in the next one. Outside of that, I hope you all are having a snazzy start to your week and continue to have an even snazzier week moving forward. Until next time, everybody take it easy, and as always, peace out, Girl Scout.